Hare Krishna. So today, 3rd of November 2020, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Vaishnavas around, our Nityam Bhagavata Seva is going on very nicely. Today we have Canto 3, Chapter 13, Text 5 onwards for recitation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtuke. Text 5. Sri Sukho Vacha Iti Bubravana Biduram Vinitam Sahasrasi Sharna Charano Padanam Prahrashtaroma Bhagavad Kathayam Praniyamano Munirabhya Chastam. Sri Sukdeva, Sri Sukha Vacha, Sri Sukdeva Goswami said, Iti thus. Bhruvanam, speaking, Viduram unto Vidura, Vinitam, very gentle, Shishanaha, the person of God had Krishna, Charana, lotus feet, Udadhanam, pillow, Prahrishta Roma. Prahrishta Roma, here is standing in ecstasy. Bhagavata, in relationship with personality of Godhead. Kathayam, in the words. Priyamananaha, being influenced by such a spirit. Munihi, the sage. Abhyachasta, attempt to speak. Translated the purport by Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna was pleased to place his lotus feet on the lap of Vidura. Because Vidura was very meek and gentle, the sage Maitreya was very pleased with Vidura's words, and being influenced by his spirit, he attempted to speak. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshmritam Yenam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Shuddha Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopes Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Taptikanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vangsha Kalpataru Vaishya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patita Nama Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamini Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayine Gaurgatha Damadaya Nagaraga Matarane Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashad Desatarane. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Sri Sukho Vacha Iti Bubruvanam Viduram Vinitam Sahasrasi Charana Podhanam Prahrishtaroma Bhagavad Kathayam Praniyamano Munirabhya Chasta. So here, Sukadeva Goswami has just speaking to Parikshit Maharaj, who is very attentively listening the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya, and also conversation between Brahma and the Garbhodaksha
Krishna
Vishnu.
Prabhuji, please mute your phone. Keshav Krishna Prabhuji, please mute your phone.
Should I mute my phone?
No, Keshav Krishna Prabhuji, he is on mute.
Okay. So Sukadeva Goswami is returning back on the scene, who is addressing to Parikshit, who was hearing from Sukadeva Goswami the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya, and in turn Lord Brahma and Karanadaksha Vishnu, sometime Krishna himself. So he was hearing. So he's saying, Sukadeva is saying, the personality of Godhead was pleased to place his lotus feet on the lap of Vidura. My good gracious God. Vidura was very meek and gentle. The sage Maitreya was very pleased with Vidura's word, and being influenced by his spirit, he attempted to speak. When Lord Krishna went as a Santi Duta to Hastinapur, telling Kauravas to truce, don't fight, give them only 5 villages. But the Karna, Sakuni, Dushasan, Duryodhan, they did not agree. But in turn, they had arranged for a big banquet in honor of Krishna. And Duryodhana personally came to Sri Krishna and says, my dear sir, not Lord, my dear sir, we have arranged a feast in your honor, please come. And Krishna says, a person can only accept the invitation on 3 conditions. The first is if he is really hungry. The third thing, if he is very fearful. And second thing, fearful. And third thing, out of love. You don't feel in the category of this, therefore I'm sorry, I'll go to the house of Vidura. But Vidura was here arranging the feast. Vidura was not at home. And there is a Vidurani, his wife was there. I think Sulabha was her name. And when she saw Krishna came to their hermitage or palace or the flat or mahal palace, she was dumbstruck. What to do? My husband is not here. Anyway, she offered Krishna a seat. And nearby there were a lot of bananas lying, heap of bananas. So out of curiosity, looking to the Lord, visiting their house, she started giving banana to the Lord, but in ecstasy. She'll peel banana, throw the banana out and give the peel to Krishna. And Krishna out of love will eat the peel of the banana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and go on and on and on and on. And there Badura is surprised, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? We're waiting for him. And somebody told him, I think he is going to your home. Vidura immediately ran to his home. When he entered the house, what he saw? Krishna eating the peel with love. And Vidurani throwing the real banana out. He was struck with wonder. He told him, hey, fool, what are you doing? He said, what I'm doing? I'm serving Krishna. He said, you bloody fool, this way to serve Krishna? Look at your side, all bananas down there, and he has eaten all peel. And when she came to her external senses, she started crying. She said, please Krishna, excuse me, I'm a woman, I'm a dumb, I don't know how to serve. Then she again pulled one banana, threw the peel and gave banana to the Krishna, and Krishna said, oh my dear Vidurani, my time is full. I have eaten as much as I want. Vidura said, no sir, you cannot do like that. Please excuse us, please forgive us. And Krishna told very nice thing. My dear Vidura, before you came, your wife was in full Krishna consciousness. She was complete in Krishna consciousness. Her mati was everything there to serve me, doesn't matter what serving. But as soon as now you made her aware of it, now she, instead of becoming Krishna conscious, she has become banana conscious, and I don't accept anything other than the Krishna consciousness. And then Krishna, after his tummy was full of the banana peel, he wanted to lie down. And Vidura wanted to stroke the legs of Krishna. And Krishna put his leg on his lap. That's what the Sukadeva Goswami knows, that Krishna had put the legs and Vidura was massaging it. Krishna was pleased to place his lotus feet on the lap of Vidura because Vidura was very meek and gentle. Says Maitreya was very much pleased with Vidura's word. Now you know what happened? Maitreya Muni may have not got the personal touch with Krishna because Muni, full of knowledge, everything knows about it, but may have not got the touch of Krishna, whereas Vidura had personal touch of his feet on the legs. That's why his spirit was influenced. That, oh my God, this is what is called the devotional service. And then he will attempt to speak. Prabhupada's commentary. The word Sahasra Srishnaha is very significant. One who has diverse energies and activities and wonderful brain is known as Sahasra Srishnaha. This qualification is applicable only to the person of Godhead, Sri Krishna, and no one else. The person of Godhead was pleased to dine sometime with Vidura at his home, and while resting, he placed his lotus feet on the lap of Vidura. Maitreya was inspired by the thoughts of Vidura's wonderful fortune. The hairs of his body stood on end, and he was pleased to narrate the topic of person of Godhead with great delight. You know, we are part and parcel of Krishna. We have somehow or other all the qualities in an infinitesimal percentage we have. But Krishna is self-sufficient and we are not self-sufficient. Krishna does not need anything extra other than him to enjoy. But in our case, if you are thirsty, you need a water to quench the thirst. Now, you are depending upon the water. You are depending upon either on your hand palm, or a tumbler, or a servant, or a wife, or a subordinate to bring you the water. When the water comes to you, then only you will get satisfied. If you don't get water, you won't get satisfied. Suppose if you are hungry, so somebody has to produce the food, grains. Somebody has to cook in a proper manner of your taste and then bring it back. You may enjoy, but you are depending upon others. Let us say you are very hungry and food is not your taste. You will still eat it, but just maybe 1/3 of your hunger or 1/10 of your hunger, but you will still eat. Because we depend, the happiness depends upon others. But Krishna is Swayambhu. He doesn't require anyone. Then you might say, then why you are offering prasadam to him? Because he is not in need of anything. We want to show our love to him. Like suppose if you have young children. I remember when my wife and daughter left for India, only me and my son was there. So one day from the school he calls me, Daddy, don't make prasadam today. I said, why? I'll bring samosa from our canteen. Now, such a small thing, right? But know the service attitude. One should have a service attitude to please others. And I become very pleased. Oh my God, he's bringing samosa. So Krishna is not in need. This example I am giving, a need. Krishna is not in need of anything from anyone. Still, he accepts, appreciates. If anybody offers him with love and devotion. Patram, puspam, phalam, toyam. So our happiness is depending upon others. Our happiness depends on others. If you have to go to America, your happiness depends upon if you get a ticket and you get a visa. You have money to buy the ticket. So your happiness is not of your own. You have to depend. But the Krishna's happiness, he is raso vaisaha. He doesn't require anything extra from him. Self-sufficient. But we being his part and parcel, we are not self-sufficient. We are depending upon others. You see? Maybe we are enjoying our life over here with our employment, but we are serving them and they are serving us. One another. Nobody is independent here. Anything you talk about, nobody is independent. Everybody is depending on something. Now let us say, if you have one pair of shoe and chappal, you enjoy wearing them day in and day out. But if by the mercy of Krishna you have maybe 15, 20 pairs of shoes, in the morning you are always confused. Which one to wear? Now, even those things give you a headache. What to do? So many suits. How can I wear so many suits in the morning? And then what happens? Every suit you have, the tie does not match. Now, though you have worn the suit and tie and everything, but deep down in your heart, he is not matching, man. He is not matching. Anyway, I'm hurry. I'll buy a new one. So even that sukha that we drive, it again gives the pain. So in Hindi they say, सुखी रहने के लिए कुछ नहीं चाहिए और दुखी रहने के लिए सब कुछ चाहिए. सब कुछ चाहिए. Now, here, even Sukadeva Goswami, he is relishing the fortune of Vidura. He was holding the legs of Krishna. Big yogis, they meditate upon thousands and thousands and thousands here to seek the shelter, the dust of the lotus feet of Krishna. Dust. And look at Vidura. He has pulled both the legs on his lap and he is stroking them. So by hearing even Sukadeva Goswami became overwhelmed, Parikshit got overwhelmed, Maitreya Muni got overwhelmed. What a fortune. What a fortune we have. And you know, when Bhishma Pitamaha was lying on the bed of arrow, his head was dangling because Arjuna did not shot any arrow on his head. So his head was dangling. When the war was over, everybody came to him and he just saw, well, I need some pillow. The Shiva was nearby. Vidura, Sakuni, everybody trying to bring beautiful, nice pillows. But Bhishma Pitamaha refused. He looked at Arjuna and Arjuna could understand. You know what? The best person is who understands his guru and his superiors without even talking the words. Without even talking the words. One day Prabhupada was giving a class. He emerged in the class and all of a sudden he looked upward and the fan was running, ceiling fan was running. Didn't say class was going on. I think Brahmananda just got up, put the fan off. Prabhupada laughed. Then he says, the good disciple is who can understand the intent of the Guru without speaking a word. So he looked at Arjuna. Arjuna understood. Oh my God, I need a pillow. So he shot 3 arrows on the head and made a pillow out of it. And as soon as the Krishna came there, his full body was pierced with the arrows. But you know what? As soon as he saw Krishna coming, his all pain was gone. No pain is gone. Therefore, it is must one should go to the temple. If the deities looks upon you, your all miserable condition will go away. That's it must. You must visit the temple, bow your head, and plead to Krishna. Oh my dear Krishna, engage me into a devotional service, and all your pain will go. Now if you don't believe me, we have so many Maharajs, bodily, the problem is going on. They go to the deities, they see everything, and their pain is gone. Their mind is intact. Intellectual is intact. Everything. Only body deformation is different thing. So they lose the pain. So by seeing Krishna, Bhishma Pitama just forgot all his pain. There is no pain at all. Think for a situation, if I have got a headache and somebody comes to me, or let's say fever of 101, somebody comes to me, Prabhu, can you speak on Srimad Bhagavatam? I say, what are you talking, man? I'm not able to sit down. You are asking me to give Srimad Bhagavatam? But look at Bhishma Pitama. His full body is covered with arrows. Blood is oozing out. And when Krishna says, give him, tell him about dharma, he spoke as if nothing has happened. In a very normal way, he spoke about Raj Dharma, Putra Dharma, Vidya Dharma, all dharma. Because his pain was gone. So being in a devotional service, definitely you will get rid of a pain, this for sure. This is for sure. Now, the token pain will be there, but not the severe pain as had been destined in our karmic reaction. So that's it. So, the sage Maitreya was very pleased with Viduра's word. Why? Because he is asking only Hari Katha. We know this sloka. Vayam tu na vitrapyama uttama sloka vikrame yaksha Shranavatam rasam jnanam swadu pade pade. Isn't it? At every steps. Why? Because it's apaurushaya. You may have your own experience if you are reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Every time you read one sloka, let us say you read the sloka maybe 1 year. Just give an example, 1 year. Every day you will find a new revelation in that particular sloka. Why? As you surrender, yatamam prabadhante tam tadhava bhajamiham. In whatever accordance we surrender to the Krishna, he will reveal. He will reveal. Tesam eva anukampardham aham agnanajam tamaha. Nasyami jnana deepena bhashvata. I'm fitting the line. Jnana deepena bhashvata. So he will lit the lamp of the jnana. So even if you read one sloka day in and day out, every day new revelation. That's why it's called apaurushaya. It's not man-made. Or even for mocking it, ridiculing it. Even if you read any sastras, you are going to get Ajnana Sukriti, that's for sure. Ajnana Sukriti. So that's what it's all about. Sukadeva Goswami was also very happy that how Vidura was so fortunate stroking the legs of Krishna. And so is Parikshit Maharaj. Oh my God, my uncle, my Dadu. So fortunate. Because Pandavas, Sakheti matva prasavam yaduktam He Krishna ye Yadav he Sakheti Ajanata Mahimam Tamedam
Maya Pramadat
Pranena. They were fortunate, Pandavas were fortunate to have the association of Krishna. But here the Kaurava, this Vidura is one of the Kaurava, he also had that opportunity. So Krishna is saying, Sammoham sarva bhuteshu. I am equal to everybody. Na dvesasi na priya. Nobody is that I hate, nobody I love. But yes, I do take care of my devotees. So all the personalities, they are very happy that now Maitreya is going to speak about the another the Leelas, not only of the Lord, but the Lord's devotees. We heard yesterday that the Leela of Krishna and Leela of the Vaishnavas are on the same platform because they are the pure devotees. So with this, I'll come to the consummate talk. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.